munyina more can role models. Yeah, hano your role model, yeah, or your industrialist, and now then is the ordinary person only role model, yeah, say o school we are obenya aban adwuma bi say obenya adwuma na aye. It's not about say role model because papa no, but the people me say me live around, let me say so then they with school pa. I was never even told says ubedi say ukoye business and our investments. All in my mind, yeah, it's saying answer background, science, I say, oh, you don't call engineer, you don't call doctor. And the people around, that's what they encourage us. But then we have, he said, anyone, and both religion and people living. None of them told us, who build the business, and even the best they were doing is, invest in shares and those things. In the whole bar, in the the program has meant, what we know is not on things that are greater, but it was reading financial year me am talking kind of. And I'm who say the rich people know their own business. What I mean, money now, but I wanted to be a professor in engineering. And what it means there be no. Yeah, but be a Marco school that do the main part. I mean, think of how I can build some things. And these are the role models. Yeah, in society now, who is healed? I know I am this say or fancy be an will be about no more can. Even Mr. Benham call program there, then I share interview in mind that they no interested in. They are just interested in title. Why you how I say yes, none of them are better say on your own way, one will say, Debbie. Why you international something. You or your lawyer or her. Oh, please don't be he does you own. He's just working. The next one we talk about, let me be as a personal development. Because many of us who be the average Ghanaians after 5 years we school, nim the assasana. Opa be 10 years we school, nim the assasana. It's just that we when you might be no waware. That's all. On share BBA or no one bet Madden and says the last 3 years, meaning the one Yamahasa. Even me challenging me beliefs, especially I have beliefs. I'm not or ask a question about it. None of them. Say a school, or corner or religion. We are the same religion. I have strong across in the excuse. Did you question any of them? I said no. Didn't say? I didn't say. If people even religion, they don't know the history of the. If let me talk about Christianity, I saw no more con history. Let me catch a baby, which I know has been a mamma, Miss Mamma, who I don't tell you. The business about who knew history of your one. They can't imagine or say, where can you never mamma also no one could be there by the amount. The whole kind of manner, but many of us cooking kind of history. Who can history now? With a master. Maybe says into Sabe, Abrempɔn or monopoly of understanding of the Bible. I don't know that it's what am I. Some of them will kind of one crown. I tell you, only fire you. One crown educational level was what? But other than monopoly, or Monkwan, I think, sorry, no, they are brain. Why do they have monopoly of a Bible and Tiasiana? It's the same colonization. And Brunin, you been a founders, I don't know why I brought. The Ghana for the same thing or more to us. It's also who can find most people Monkongo churches in history. Nobody who says Sabe or anything just church in history who can kind of say Dimi Bisa maybe they are the first make come Bisa almost say it imagine the found and tray say Kabia say na mo yensem say mo yensem a wo no ko Bible school obet ma be ka che say mo yensem. It is really found and keke na wo follow. It's not really, it may be far from the Bible, no cry. But we have never challenged him, say, there be. But that is it. Then we talk about my research, I'm working on a book. But Abrempɔn on your money, and that has affected, but the more you study, no one who you cross mobile. After physical conquest or colonization, or colonialism territory, and slavery, Omo konka territory where land in India. The next thing they did was mental. And it was done through institutions, mainly schools and religion. This is the story being this is the fact. And when you say Wabefa territory, colonialism is coming from the word colony and then colonizing. The word colony ni colonizing, colony just say we are nasase, the people in our country resources in more strategy. Not only resources, no. I bet so the next one we which they did it through schools and institutions. Many of you have been on education. Oko Cape Coast, the pioneers of that time of governor war Cape Coast Castle. The institution or church school as you know, there's a one man called Thomas Thompson. The company or employer, but these people were what they call workers are working or multi school no sorry no. They were workers of the slave company. British company now no own castle, no a slave company. And these people were workers, and these guys believe in say slavery is good. Oh, African, Obi believe in this. What is school? I say, what is the thinking there? No, the training flip kweku. And almost better one man so Anglican no better was so. Indeed, the American say after physical is to make you mental colonizing. So, more slave. Ubaya kwa dreams akwa na ubi be able say the result in the year who say no. Result and that mental colonization institution we use a school sorry and it's still going on in this business they say someone for a back we Jesus business entirely no more required almost white kaki say why because of what the slave master used to as a standard and one year follow it has not changed but churches need schools especially in the secondary school and even basic. There be a indoctrination, there be a morning as some religious, songs, kind hymns, there be every day do our schools morning as some afternoon, morning as some evening. So you quite be more crack or down my and I don't know or I've been mental slavery. Disabe, better than a Timako industry, a better than a Timaji. A better granny whom for me, no, maybe so be said. Even ye cry, see cow cry, who says it here. Ya general, especially religious people, know who's class when yes, can say, maybe say, Sabe, can imagine that some mobile pay ye come over. Now, who know about slave, when they sent us to plantation, no, because say, I then know mamma to me, or mamma power, even reading crowd buy from it, because we say, you're knowledge and in a glass going. That makes a man fit to be slave. I didn't know crown 1%. Oh, because but not he was religious and he was indoctrinating religion. But one person of a kind of no crown. And it is continuing. They say they say the religious institutions are look at they say question Arabic. Why Ghana need question Arabic? Why? All because of the religious language. And say and these are all things Sabe and you have no highest priority in his religion. In the industry, if you will say business as here, how many of them will see them Sunday I'm building something which will employ people, which will give a bonfire was soon for how no do as and mental slavery and then the schools are serving that purpose. The religious institutions are serving that purpose. In fact, name is Obekano. You conquer we are near canon, no one is still going on. And the result is Emma near baby me priorities in the new hope for certain things. And the Damas say, can. But Mona Muye game changer. We have to talk about it with Mr. Obin network. Any Nema Bible Munina. Now ye PBI cry, it's me Floby. Ye PBI cry, we share yes. The Damas Nema Yena kind of the game changer, because Mama near Mano and them say, by so what in your master panel share activities at the BI Koswa. And if you a casa moon in your mama ya Jedia. But that is the first thing they will fight you. But they say we will fight them equally because we cannot afford yeah, the only option is and the what thing I into quite the only option is young political position be the only option is those kind of things when we should not build productivity no more, you know. The other mass the base no be so aba.
Benfo no. That's the brave. Freddie. Freddie Ukasa.
Mr. Obin, Mr. Belfi, second come good evening, Chairman. Thanks, that topic radio, Asemo. I think one of the tenor, Yenyim Babies, I remember said, Temna near school, no. At the about quite things, say, no, pick the service. And baby, and I think some the GS, be those days na your ranking kwara. They were the first, they were the second, they were the third, all the way to the last one. Now they were the last, no, you're saying humiliating on in public. No. I think that was a big disservice almost the year.
Fred, Okoto send ye exams no notice board no. Okoto e.
Probably no more yeah.
The notice board was that?
Big disservice.
Guess you if I carry away, who to do ya unyasi. Yes, that the red pen that science here what qualified for Charlie. Fred Kosu.
Big disservice of the part na ya condition says failure no a public. Say so failing quadia ubia be hunti. The drive for you to because we say you see history of science and innovation. The greatest discoveries always comes from failure. Always does come. Research and development to cry and you fail so many times. Only one time ever hit your mount. Then there's a formula now and I amount. Then you hail you, but most of the time, most of the failure comes. Most of the learning comes from failure. I know class here, your test your friends for academic purpose and say, your research now. Obey BB, I said you need be fail just to see what the outcome of test now. And me one of the things that the service are GS I know some more Virginia there than more fair monkrani as a score as a school exam. No, you can't do the first, and can't do the second. The crowd score now when you for grade never go. Now another one this way I know the controversy and mean the be share baby I'm kind remain share that information public. But one thing I advise people to go and see is prior to 1979, Monkohwe Ghanaian participation in Ghana's economy. Now after 1980, 79, when BBC Airbano, what happened to Ghanaians' participation in Ghana's economy. The American say Ghanaian-led industries. Any day happen now, and by design, BBC. Internet Ghana for we lost appetite for getting into industries and be replaced here by the so-called non-Ghanaians. BBC on main share but Makan more time among from independence to 1979, not Ghana for Ghanaians, not Ghana for 77% of Ghana's economy was led by Ghanaians. After 1979, BBC there was some public persecution of Ghanaian businessmen and women. I know them Ghana for appetite. You lose appetite for industries. Into Nyakakra, no the Mr. Treasury bills. And you didn't BBC. That's some the main count has it, but more and more in Go and read what
hey, Eddie, is that a problem? So when you are yes,
and no the ultimate reason why Ghanaians lost appetite for industries. Does it nothing else? So it is and these are some of the things that with these programs now more here. things in time, corrections will come. And we will encourage all Ghanaian young men and women, say, no matter what industries in the young fire who and shema, me say me industrialist, me do scale, but me more can have in the course. Yama yeni brand the next 10 years, you be second class citizens in Ghana. Me catch you. Say a bruna bit me ayama kochene yam. Ginger na bit me duano ayama dry wa powder. Muma monye kitwe biensa for 5,000 cedis, 7,000, 10,000. Mon start to say monye production. Mon fa 1 or 2 people won't come home. Na money or money. Because yama yeni ambrea, I'm telling you for a fact, maybe and just a name or what's going on. Who are Bruchina with Sakata? Forget to be do Sika, Usika, no, so one per point, ya will be. Because one more America made the DBB, more America 20, 30 years, Sika, when you're in now, calculate now for your taxes. I need a paper. Then, say Ghana for Nedi, Ghana for giving 2% of it. One would do
tax,
so there's a one would use again to America or out of Ghana, for Bibra. Ne partner or somebody no money BB or decry is okay, ukumi na discount. There's nothing because who approach no boni use canon kasa. So just until we have to be aggressive on that. I won't think I'll encourage people say any form of manufacturing there, you cry. At least history will come and just buy or try. If you didn't go as planned, but the representation, the people coming behind you who know say the papa will be here and I'm will be here. Or yeah, no, I need documents your being no to say be a baby or fire, I need you know, or no name or try something different. It means a bit, Madam, I said, but that's American, the people should go and read up on it and see why. Madam, they see, Madam, Mr. Ben Mefro. Yeah, this weekend I'll swing by. Why?
Shout.
All right.
Yo, that's a friend. Sure, easy. Why is I'm saying you need a boards? Notice boards, so. You can't even work. You need this as a man.
Asimaba.
From 3, echo 4. I could choose those times. I want to choose subjects. No, we choose baby. So person business, person science. It's 90 or 40%. Now, we depend on course. I guess we depend on chap. We depend on yes. I quite that. That's the people say. A bonus board will be a heavy.
You want to come with bizarre. I did see on mobile boss now. I'm way free of cry.
Jonathan, if you took catch it, well.
If we went there, we shall say it. Makope, maybe I will cause it. Them share crash you into no. Yeah, I'm a couple day. It's yamo na Nimidiana, much and you break very solid. Tenamoke school as me can maybe a chem, or come group Cassania pet and what to true a bit so come. Bonia Wayane say, Wako Casa. Na only who can say Wako Casa. Near the what to true as so come. Umusu ane say, yes, a cabofona or no, one cabofona Wako can. Casa coca cheat. As I say to me, and webini, pentuabini, Yamada. I didn't never be so cold. It's a chassis free sapa, a kilo confidence. And maybe I say, when you say, I'm more Casabamsi Papa and Casan Quachi, and found one mistake. I don't know, go for Becassa, Obianca, in Wayan now. And if Titiana, na Sania kind, I was schooling as I was soon again to me, Kunyasa, Yamamino. I know so the Oko Canada or however. Now, Bible near that honomono. I for mine hono. Almost to me limitina the beshe just a solid pay. And too fat is Abraham, a brabo boy, ye beka Abraham, Nis Ninai, Nisika, Nim Ponchi, no food, no ye be jenning in a hole near limited sana brabon in near the beshe baby kitwebi. Me a choice any a jenny. nti wo na de na da ho no omo kyerɛ sɛ ne a ti ade na se enyusu wo adwen no si na ade na kyerɛ fa ne saa wa mfa ne saa pa wo nti ase honhom kronkron ne wo so nti omo do fa santiti no ma emma sɛ wo kan a Mr. Omen kan sɛ wɔse Bible na da wo yebetuma akyerɛ ma wa yakoa yebetuma nso akyerɛ ma wadi ye no kwasɛm because adan na wo be kan ti sɛ Hiob na ɔwɔ nwom a ɔwɔ mfuna ɔwɔ nsase ne sika na saa na brabo no nyina ye be limit ne akyerɛ na frɛ nipa ne ɔkan so sɛ na ya condition adwen nti ya ye ne nyina de abɛhyɛ baabi ketua bi no sɛ ɛhɔ no pɛ na ɛkɔ abrabo no ntra nkɔ bi nti Israel as a nation no oman limited to church just small bibi say no one na ye adwuma wo ho ntumi practicing in your life again nti nipa ne ntumi nwene nti ohunu say because all read a obabie ni ho no ma kire say no okosum yakopon na man di o kire say no ye adwuma no wo ma no wo wafu wo wei enu ne mo ye odefo na say owu na wo ka no ho asem a o kire ne niam owo ɔka no kore odi no kore oyɛ na dwuma yie otufuru hɔ no ma mo nanso ye bɛlɛ meti sa abrabo no nyinaa yɛ sɛ akɔyɛ sɔre kɔbɔ nsɛm kɔtonwom kɔtua bibiri bra ɛno no ne yɛ frɛ no saa ba mi huan so sɛ wo yɛ ade ɛtene a so ɔhwe asɛm pɔ sa bɛsɔre because obi ɔbɔ no modin so ɔyɛ ade ɛtene ne yɛ frɛ no ɔtere ne ni because wo sɔre na ɔka no kore na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ bibi ɛtene bibi akyia bibi nkoyɛ wɔ abrabo na wo yɛ no aye hu ni saa because of sending attitude nipa nti eye condition ye say wo moje bi mu ye wo wa pɛ ne ye de wa kɔ hɔ o kaso nkwa a wo ndidi ogbo ne wa ya ne say wo so nkɔ hɔ no ye bɛbɔ ma ye bɛkyerɛ kom because ye do fame school na wa kɔ na ya by force ni choice bi asɛ saa kasa susu usua unim na kɔ ka emago achi nti ya training awofo no mo betɔchawa mo benyini no a wo benya control no na makero confidence na wan kasa gidie wo mu na fedie umpa wo som umpa nkonfo wo tinka sɛ ye hunhun bi umpa bibia wo hu bia umpe because of the torture na sade na mo ye no anase ye nya no mo de ato that system no e wiki yen no denti na obawo ba na obekɔ ba bi na ɔka ne kasa ɔne ne maame ne papa ka wo fi a odu different environment pa onya ho amane adenti na bibia osuo ne ne nya adwene pɛ oni ne nya problem nti yadamo asese mo bi nti sane mo nyina ka ho ma obi ye bibi kura na wanfa sa wankɔtɛ sa de kudi na akyi ankase nyankopɔn na dum wo ne ayi no wankɔsɛ akyire sɛ owo bibi na ɛbɔ no ho ban a society na kasa kra nju ntum obi betumi obi mbetɔ wade adenti a wo se wo no unji bibi unji na yi ni ntum na mitumi bi sɛ na ade na ye wo de a ade yi nyina ye mra ne simisi mi no nya adwene tɔgwa bi o me ye wo de a o mbetɔ ade no wo bɔ ne a wa ya ne sɛ bebi ɔno nso ɔsom no se o no ne nya adwene wɔ hɔ nti ohun sɛ wo ye ne tamfo ukɔ ware ade bebi sasa sɔre bɛ na ukɔ nipa no bɛfo adwuma mu a ukɔ asɔre bɛn like ye decision ye making ye this lens in nehwe nti ye ti woni nyina nipa ne for ware or this lens in ne behwe say nipa ne critical thinking so ye mature so betimi ade ade hudwuma emfa no ho ne dia ne say o belong to her wa wi lens in nehwe no and o di make decisions on o di bibia o ye bibi ti say na Mr. Benkan no be ko abisa o bibi ni na say o betena say question no ho wa hwe reason there bi o dwane akoto abebi wiase ne kra ye wiase bone wiase we kra bibi papa nim ye beja ho ne yakɔ ohu nti sem ne ye kare nyina ma aye bibi bi woni pana dwenem to katra ne so on so no adwene to me en critical nti one ti sa ne ma we ye nkrofo we ase de bia no on bɛkɔ ne ma on bɛkɔ nti agoro ne je ho but e bayen critical na adwene to me ko du sa ne ma no dan me wo ho an obi send video bi ma me a me pese me bonde yo se dan na odi send me say o papa no na obi bash no wa ha no na me say na na negativity de wo dey send me say and obi did not was ya bisa no question we went to me nya no nti and am say na ada na wo dey no de wo dey send me ka we no si me ni ho kwan na wo si nipa na wo dey send me no o ya me busi ani ana me bisa o ya busi ani ada na wo fa ngo nipa na ngasa no Me was any be a me came to be my any video man on show. Or make a time some machine and machine BBC na boameda or make can once. But to a cut to say, yeah, basho or the beccherame, negativity. And see, Niama yen yafiti more fascinating torture, you communist trauma. Being in every now, I didn't say it is a one cast one yet very, very intentional thinker. No one cast one yourself develop one be PPA bit saha. Let's say, would the end day, the Akachro one said, the baby no na train baby na that she been no asumusana, doubt I want to show it. Now they no call aquaku. And untina, ye bear sem at its first name here so back. Beginning there. Running dear the better to humanum kakra. No hana would say, yen nano, and no ne baby are dreaming. Umano na o kind. Would we yare out there drew so as often an open you marry, would there drew so yare? Yen I say, intina you to me identify problem, now you need solution. It means say yare, young say yare, a drone away, a drone is our seminars, books are over. These programs in a beboy, stopping into Damwase. And no, now, mamma, Yiedie and coming to me, Cochrangle, meaning say, baby, baby, my passport areas be in 10, 20 years, no banner. Namina Jamin, so my you, Mako, a dainty, a son in the intent, Damase, some rebiano, and more light here now. It's me, dear Woody, na Canianum, Coswa to my yet to my and no never boy me to my antition because Ushe and Titi any near media soon can be money and ye, yes, I can we are. Ye be pull ye be pre prior home, ye the yaw, ni hope. I say, a year as a back be framework, near the no be other CD. Into your master, Mr. May. Not at first, no, na, in yaba seminar, no, ya bishia there. Now, why am I to me? I send yam. Into the master.
Yeah. No. That's it. That's it. Koyo. Dr. Safo.
Mr. Baby.
Ejoso.
Bad, yeah.
First,
The baby, that's it.
Can be Kakafa fly.
Okay. Mamintia, Onimunyam for Nyasafosan for Penny Cabro Bedako. Ohene, Onkaso, Piao. Agazi Bajo, Unipana, ama message said, a Chinaman Sabatam books, you know.
Sharp.
Auntie, Medasen so. Na.
Yes, business I came to I could have the business. Yeah, pong business. What go up to dinner?
And none as some all kind or not no crack. Opening as a person for cancer, me say, Ubia may my you say ye pia and wako no because yani be young one nipa kwa Ubia pesto be boy, young kwa, but yanin ni sadian so. Young kwa Ubia pesto, but young soon the beer nipa de con and a free mu eba. The beer money pack con and beer a free mu. I come as a bad tire. Sabi you bad tire over for Oma. Etia one for no na what do you need yanini? Inti no question nya suppose for can say ya moaye ho ya nsuso ye ho mu abia na nyansa ye wo ya mano ankwa abonten a ye bebre we will perish together and a strong message and a sad and all kind and crap anti so far this ecosystem has been a blessing to a lot of us nyame adomo a 30th kwasiada ebe ya mahampani foni bia nyawo akan ho kuayo kakra apomodin bebre gatsam so bebre na ama yakoyenim ewo nyeye ho opani Fred kan sem sisia na obi adwene yen ginger training platform obusa se ginger no opeso odua bottle 10 me say bottle ba ko bia na at least I feel close to me buy bottle 4 equal 6. The answer is 5. Final average 5. $250 na why na better. And I'm the me come per hydrator. We can't even meet the demand But onyansha as here negative frequency na or vibrate on. And I come here and say you denim so much. And as somebody in can see and correct say negative no ye man loud. And I'm not surprised. You're supposed to say and no the attitude. No. I don't have to think that way again. We don't have to think that way again. Inti nyame adoma Sunday Mrs. Also for Richard Nedie. May sure say by no more dinasem because and some oka what took you the books in nyame adoma so me the kwese de cry bia me nsaka book kwese books no so meka books no 170 obenya kwanya so atobia ka ho na I think akwese o topic and blessed but broken no on say we are blessed yeah the but we are broke no it's not loud because as of no more dream say you are blessed but you are broke. Are you sure you are okay? Blessed but broke and you still think you are okay because you are going to heaven because you are the job so platform so venue na I only digest financial in my and a power packed and opening befi better was for the support and everything. Say amount for a follow. Yan suppose na for so better say. Say nyame adomo a seminar yechi no 31st online millionaires map making millions baby manage pay in your own terminologies. Wow dim said your person would join. And I think all these why systems are a control we are seeing obi na yɛkyekyere no wakɔtaa ho na we dey wa na de bia meka menye ye talent or shipment or plane but I am doing very well so far so good and now meka na mesaka I never thought to say because me obi am play salary increment 200 Ghana say yen fama me medwa me ni me team ye kɔ demo but now I'm trying to see you to now I feel now I feel a first born send me how you na me hwɛ nepa na suppose na for senye se ye pese ye kyekyere da yiedie ma da akyew wo kasa asɛm no na nka ye nko nti ye kyekyere yiedie dia aka metimi aka no se be me do me financial friends and Jenny no metimi aka say me nko ba bia me hye dem ha ya akra I'll be making a lot of money because now every week I see more than 30,000 every week from Onyoma medical shishemu was asset upon asset and I'm about to program ya now you call where baako guy baako said mte mobile mu nika ana hu sa woni wo ka awoni yes awoni mesin crofo no they are too negative minim de ka na yen mesin me ntome de sisia behwe no anti we sure say sika o me phone si me ka me pay obi ka watwi ni kakra enti mi pacho 70,000 80,000 mi nya ka me a me de be kwa aba nti eso ka na me problem no afi o he balance no sa kwadwo afi he was shocked in fact he was shocked because atade a na hye me de nam ho a obi kura ka kire me say doctor na o mo ka say already so no oni papa no mo say Africa onu ni no he was surprised but he was so confident to approach me thinking of car. I'm saying what do you hear? Ebe ya beto no. So in fact I record them and the MSA beto no say you be the one pa mo so I don't know but me de eba metrimu na me hu say enhye dan fa sika masese ya na masa adwene hu mienu. But I think maybe I will have to consider that because of my movement and my security and how I'm a person may new money be because easy. Maybe how much you can go last year and come to can it now bem. No, I could see opening book ya no my kind
we actually you to me.
The person may talk Because I'm a hydrator. Na ginger December be harvested. Na dehydrate. See, we have to add value to the things that we are producing. And the media make it a medium. And me back me here when you're supposed to phone him and Monyam for more higher. Me fan said me nyans and my home dinsa. And the Moncha me cry where we bring Nyansa for Madam Wasi. Open the bell for me, that's it. Akonyano.
Inyansa kakra se kotoka ani. Hey, Opusco.
Hey, fight
Ose ofi biti saba katechi ansa no obibi ya Opusco. Is it what so say fru? Is it your status ku na friend Opusco. You know what's Opusco any poku adi free. Opusco.
That is
Opusco kasa. Oh me too. Ose.
Yeah. Ose friend Opusco.
Hey, is it?
Yeah, atam for.
Where Robert Kay, so for like radio.
Atam for every Opusco no.
Opusco. I can't look at the Shibia Opusco.
Yate.
Prince Opusco.
Prince Kaza.
I'm so mutual, and I hope I say until you. When you mute so, I feel I'll come mute moon. Yeah, still. Prince Yante. Mami, you Sabra back. Why? Yo, Mr. Champon. Champon Casa. Mr. Champon. Hey, and I'm a freemium mona.
Oh yeah, me too, Casapa.
What's it, Casa?
Yeah, maybe that's almost right.
Okay, the next person, Jetro. Oh, no, so cool. Oh, Naka, Prince to me by Mr. B. More, when you be so was this Sunyan? Not so people books in be at obey any be at all. So be the two.
Oh, send a message. Yeah.
More,
in Sabaka.
Okay, yo. It's here. One up books in be at all. Was send a message. Say, I'm saying Sunyan was a visa.
Okay.
Yeah, Prince.
Yeah, very autumn.
Aye.
Me chacho bia, so being Professor Kankam. Prof book you there, send me a number register line.
Senior. There is a Opokwara intimate bro senior. Can't see him. Because senior have my brothers was me.
I cry no ababa.
Prince, can be fine class home. Una baby.
Oh, class in the champion power. My COVID come. I check. I remember a lot of things, and if you want to know more about AI, I'd say go with it. Mr. Befi wife so a lot of practical experience. Mr. Befi now so a kingpin woman, so a great teacher, and the Okwa unto second you're really gonna get a lot of things about wow if you want to take the path of AI. And I'd say go for it because my media should go too quick. Now back to the topic. So now can fail what there. Not until say what's your idea like as an African with a good dose of your history. When it comes to business and time, they wouldn't to me because ferry will stop you because you don't want to be seen say we a failure, but it's that ability to overcome that failure, failing forward, who fail, sorry, I should form that in itself, when a build you up, my old team or before. But yeah, system of education now, you go for the buy, any the religion need be piano, and my who think in perfection, not in say, you go through the mill. Who go through the mill and that's where you feel nah why should no sorry that's not the kind of education system now you're the training here because no baby the free no the brain I culture and culture so inti usua de anywhere who say who feel adequate ama obey hufuo who should be ase na adwe gu kakra na we je mo so me kai group bia e wo I mean ase mo ya na mo ya mo se mo ya pasca se me pese me hu bibia ska e be chi and am say mame enye possible we are here so that we can learn to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Once you become comfortable with the uncomfortable, let's just say you are learning, you are becoming a better person. So by the time I go to school now, you are not comfortable with the uncomfortable. In two cases, okay, business na you ferry just say ferry without ferry it's a breeding more fear. So and I went to do any and rate na saa almost ferry any do any the any want to come baby. You know. And now Mr. Yeso can say we should try and go into industry. Kabibia think about the manufacturing aspect. Minimum couple bunch, ginger, and they say, how am I going to work? And a friend said, me bunch, I bought too much, and I'm saying, Massa, I'm thinking manufacturing, turn it into Gary. And I'm a catcher, me caretaker, and say, Corner coffee Gary fight is no area, or now far budget, big brand, and a bit my idea. So that's where we should all go. And this are our one GM. So you see, and whatever I'm doing, whatever group they are in home, that's where I'm going to push people into. Let's go the manufacturing way, whether a NCO or whatever. And then a sister Agnes or Ghana, no can okay, no can a be actually. So no here one particular product for a year.
Okay,
Chini Kumasi Kumama be adan I just say order sa commodity no order 2 weeks in advance. And then when you be there you am say when they will look at that. So and it's also a manufacturing something. And the opportunities need you will fear say baby. So start the kind is obeying the books now. Each chapter be about one industry, one manufacturing opportunity. They say mun kɔne mun tɔ books no mun tɔ kankan books no na mun kɔ seminars no end of month je ɛba so mun register me ba Ghana but me do at the time ebia Derek deɛ na bia me wɔ hɔ me hwɛ sɛ metumi aba bia so like you saying failure unless you know your history. And I love history so much. My brother Nana Chidom, I get a good dose of history from him about 2 or 3 times in a week. And if you want history, no problem. Me am a kind of my bet. Kona kusua wo mo adrim. Na yenkoye ni ntisa ya bekeche as African. And Mr. Belfi made us for the opportunity.
Prince, now who buy any biana? Two for you business way.
No politics. On the ground.
Is it Kako pay beer register? Is it 500?
Yeah.
VIP 1500. Yep. VIP
the more links, bro. If you can go a band, I'll go for it.
But organize some idea. I'm organizing
that close.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always say that office, the Otun Post office. Let me chip in one thing. I always say Otun Post office could have been used to do a whole lot of things for Ashanti or Ghana for that matter. For instance, this mining problems. What stops his office from setting up a mining company where Ghanaians can buy or black people can buy shares so that we'll go into mining, proper mining. But I don't know. So sometimes I don't want to go to those places. The politicians will not do it. I think at that level.
You said, you don't know it, you know. Mr. Obin, answer.
It's my answer.
Junior Jesus was
because the land belongs to the chief. So Eka,
apart from Bibiano, said land near Modiano, Sesto now,
Constitution,
yeah.
And I don't to me. I brought for them a fan course.
Eddie.
But Sunday, you ever was there? You ever call?
Sunday, they were yeah. Yeah. Makwimi Kinti Grammy Prum.
Nyaprasa.
Kitty, I say, actually, was it here to be actually. Sunday, they were quack day. Yo, I'm say, Eric Champon. Eric, who are mute too? Yo, Casa Eric. Oh, Casa Nemao. Hello. And I'm say we saw Jetro. So, Casa.
Good evening.
Yes,
sir. I'm coming of a Bayfian legend. And you may read I sit down Kwana, a day mono. I say, Obadian and Koswana and come on. On Shemude, not the Biamunya be and churches. Ye faces idea, and fa, and Ciencia and Koswan Ciencia and fa, and boy bra. Now, the moon ye, a shay and crime degree. Now, a boy and supply, Husenia, a bet to 2 years, no more ye, and Kitwai. Before I can say, Drew, baby, I'm with dreams, and we have been better for you, not better than you, but better for you. I'm in Shram. I'm in Shram. So you know, at this young day, you won't hear party. Yeah, and I so shameful for so I say, I'm in Shram. Stop me.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Kofi Andrew. So basically books no. Who DM na? Ubenya bi. Me the number beto. Why? Ubenya bi or sunyai. Also sunyai ntino. Your friend now. Ebe me bro. And I say yeah card be bro. Why? All right. My be. Eric, still want to kasa. Eric. Okay. Any emphasis time class so call. Iti yen idea ba kuna fi yen call. Yo ti bogoso doctor and then the team. I do him say ejabe bumpa and the pastor I say pastor no and say you didn't say grow already. Yes, we will jump up.
I said not sorry for the collection.
Yes, some bar member collection. Say and I say I saw also for you flew. That you me to this program very nice. Me making sure say in TV especially all those areas now. Faho. Na friends and blessed by Brook no so no and also finally no the Amazon still T or amanone or baby I'll be to me I would be from Amazon will be me I would be from there and finally no a Drew Ghana a be Drew Ghana tino nya obianye no enkogene de Ghana se say bianye no enkogene de na seminar so baso 31st and a monthly seminar na Mr. Obin no that seminar no baso 31st and also no bia make sure say and register the bia basa we na me point ameka no the who say e pokra nsu tugum didn't na officer po nsu beto agum ti knowledge ne de we can TV asia yen nwie de ene e osi sua de sa e usua de kram wadwen sharp e masa all summers ne sa ne mane nya cry time house because they be use brain no nti de bia na osi use brain no they say no the amana is simple they say first na ka book ni ade be read ni sa ne mane no the mama read and then the husband almost say o ma take sa de na afie so o ma yi bibia no ma summarize no no mo de amaye umpewi ade a almost spend 20 years the time the money books reading na no so ma summarizing na the amaye in 2 hours in hour and a half e bisu books no njiji na bi now finally AI class no e baso 25th by this time all the way to first no time I help them for mama get your credentials material login here it 2 person register still when you late me the link no so too and I saw scan the QR code no and I saw hit registration there na it will go straight na oko register was it Mr. Ben MC the BC ano oh ayi abaso I see you my see you can say we na fi MC on be last one Michael o kasa wo mute o Michael wo mute yo any MC the BC here right the BC here because it can be kakra na
yeah
emblessy
yeah ele kakra ba ka fa wa ese niema ye ka nyina nimdie ne bitimi amawade ho Nyankopon so ncha de no na team bia Mr. Ben akon edi ho djuma Saturday bia ehia ana end of the month no so ye taye ye seminar ebi won so ye ni in person disane ma we nyina na mema wade ho Patrick Buffy YouTube ko kwesi kankam all these things in the bema ya de ho a betimi amayenya adwumuti amayetimi dia abobra so constant knowledge acquisition and ya de am preach say nipa bia yemfa ye ho enhye so that e betimi ade ho afri nkyerɛkyerɛ bɔne a edi enya no
yo so me point
for we edamase kosi edamase books so actually so edamase expect more na yiro na ve betra Ghana so na bobra
oh enche
so baba yiro
kosi pure okay sa grow unya ye na kwa start wa ha na fini ko ya edi ti no contem no fast ba ko me se ko na ka wo ti a wo se me ko me ye me baza unim dia chichiri na wo ko wo ti a wo se me ko apa so ko ya e ka mama no
yeah and we as I mean first part na I said Ghana nye fasa
yeah
is a ka say it is a to advise of you hana me de wa so say emuche pa o is wa chese we as asesa ale because we say a business summit amoye VIP cry $1,500
I will for it.
And so, and will be wa bridge. What is ye be a hand what the word? And so 1,005. Now 1,005 on us phone never go. Yeah, for
Yeah, for local World Cup.
that and
Okay, maybe a local musical concert.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, don't know about more creating no man. At the time I'm creating the sacrifice. Yeah, the sacrifice. And I think that's the difference between more than more doing say also be born. Now there is a here for they complaining. At the 4 o'clock they doing say I didn't crash. Because some people are and I say just one discussion. I mean, I've met people who said that, oh, Michelle and come and lose $500,000. Uno mo din komo keko be our frewa just about 5 minutes talk. Was my best 100,000. My boka. Obi krasi is a company come me fine. I mean the other time near on Kumasi. Minam ho ana man ba ko. Buyer no was on come no akasada and I'm sitting. Was some me down. And business is in say. And we in the checkbook. Now, normal was sign 400,000, 300, and the crime assigned 300,000. Oh, yeah, me. Or see me, yeah, no who said, Kasa, me no Kasa, and they changing my life. There's somebody who is making millions now. So, and those are the people, Omontini, you know. I mean, just every time be a program, be no, Obinya son faso. Every time be a Obi so Unya son faso. And these are all, I think these programs are assets. Yeah, asset, not only in terms of money, but in terms of value. Yeah. Kofu brace some dreams, some brabo to Tom normally because of these programs. The Fobefia does it. That's it. In the 31st, well, person join me, with my join me. A boy, a man, you can be doing commerce or my doing bombs. You know, it does it.
Constantly, no see you you free CD addition you on cry watch usia did bia it any say usia it knowledge need e be ka ho all the time. Hey, good in your 31st class. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Conversation no money try can come talk ko apatrebe fee ko KOD open that platform social media na yen to aso free on addition dey hu here or say dey bia tebisia idamuna say bye bye. Hey, watch it friends say